Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I want to go over some possible Pi Day items that could go limited for Pi Day. So get started. And Pi Day isn't a major holiday, it is a kind of minor one that Roblox takes a focus on, and there aren't so many items that Roblox has that are off sale for this holiday, but I still wanted to go over it as there's still a couple of options that they could go for if they did want to make some things limited for the upcoming holiday. So over here, I do have a list of a few things that they could make limited, going from at least likely to most likely, but honestly, all of these are pretty likely, I would say, since there aren't really that many choices. But starting off right over here, we do have cake is greater than pie. It is kind of a different version of this other item, pie is greater than cake. And this is kind of just a fun little cap series that they did, kind of saying the pie is better than cake as a little joke, and then going back with the cake is better than pie. I think the cake one is a bit less likely since it says that pie is not as great, but I think they both are pretty good choices. They both are Pi Month related holiday items, so this is definitely something that they could go with if they did want to. So we do have these two caps as possible choices for Pi Day. Next up over here, we do have cherry pie hats. This was another Pi Day kind of item. It is just basically a pie over the head. I have it not as high as some of the others since they did just make this pie knit limited a few months ago, which is practically the same thing just in a knit version. So they might not want to go with this other one that is quite similar to it, but I do have it here. It is a Pi Day item. It is possible that they could go with it if they did want to. Next up over here, we have I Love Pie. This is another kind of cap right over here. We did actually get a cap similar to this quite a few months ago, towards the beginning, I would say, of when they brought back limiteds. And this kind of follows that same similar style. They could go with it. It is directly pie related, so I think it's definitely one of the likeliest options that they could go with if they do want to. Next up, we have pie cut with shades. This is kind of a hair accessory, but it is labeled as a hat, so I think it is pretty likely. It does kind of follow that pattern that they're typically doing, where it's an older, forgotten, more off-sale kind of rare item, so they could go with it. It does look pretty cool, so I think it's definitely something that they do have their eyes on right now. Now, Pi Day cap right over here. This was kind of that typical returning item, returned quite a few times for Pi Day, not every year, but most years it was on sale. So definitely pretty cool choice. I think it's definitely the most common of the items that are here. So definitely if you're able to get this one, it was very affordable, I think only 13 Robux, so this is definitely a pretty likely choice over here. And the last item right over here, we do have Python. This is basically part of that Snake Boa series, but a pie version of it, so they do have quite a few of those that are actually limited, so that's why I chose this one, since it is a part of a series that has a few limited variants already. So I think that's why they could go with this one, but I think any of these are really likely. So yeah, those are my predictions for Pi Day. If they do decide to go with anything, please let me know what you think might go limited. If I did miss anything as well, please let me know any items of those. But yeah, that's pretty much this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!